Tonight, we've invited a legal expert into our studio to comment on these cases.
Yep.
Welcome.
Tonight we have Professor Corpora, creator and host of the Contemporary Legal Issues. It's very nice to have you here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I'd like to ask you, for someone like Brad Johnson, who's a teacher at a public school, is he entitled to have his own opinions?
He is, but how he expresses those opinions, he clearly has to be very careful. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals said that the school district was absolutely correct in prohibiting him from having the banners up, and that's why he had to take them down. Okay.
Now, in your opinion, in a situation like this, what would be an appropriate action that they would take against the teacher? Well, that's pretty much what they did is appropriate, and they really shouldn't do anything beyond that, frankly. Okay. Yeah.
Now, different from the teacher's case, what about military personnel Gary Stein and his Facebook comments?
Well, the Uniform Code of Military Justice requires that all service people take a certain oath, and one of those oaths is to follow all legal orders. Right. And of course, he's on Facebook saying he's not going to do that. So the actions that that the military took were appropriate. Okay. He should have been fired immediately.
Now, you being a colonel in the military, what is your perspective from that view?
Well, that is my perspective. I mean, it would be impossible to lead soldiers if they were going to put every order to a vote, you know, and stipulate that they would not follow the orders of the President of the United States. It would be an impossible circumstance.
Now, do you think people have a good understanding of the First Amendment generally?
I think not. I think over the last several decades, our understanding as American citizens has diminished dramatically. I think we need to get back to some of the basics and some of the things that are a part of this case. The United States Supreme Court had an opportunity to bring resolution to that issue. The courts are not in complete agreement as to whether or not teachers have speech, how much speech should they have, and so on and so forth.
So if they're not in complete agreement, then of course that's going to cause confusion for us as well as citizens.
Well, exactly. Generally speaking, if it's within the parameters of your job, you do. If it's outside of that, you probably don't. There's a lot of case law that addresses those particular issues.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Professor.
Thank you for having me.